Hello everybody, this is Nick speaking. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines Season 3. This is episode number 10 in the series, and last time we were here, we kind of finished up this area over here, getting some more houses into the area, and, you know, just making everything look all nice, and basically kind of finish off our starter town here, which I still don't actually have a name for yet. I might have to come up with a name for it soon. Yes, I have been noticing there are a few garbage issues here. I did put in an incinerator over here so we can take care of that, plus the garbage dump next to it should hopefully take care of most of the garbage issues we're having in this area, so should be fine. We're definitely good on everything else as well, so nothing really to worry about there. But today I was thinking, because we do have this sort of industrial area started over here, and also I'm thinking since our starter town area is kind of done, I'm thinking we're gonna have kind of another town area sort of right over here. This will probably be like the second one. We'll have like a little beach here too, and it'll also kind of occupy this space over here for our next kind of town on this map. So having both of those things here, I'm thinking that it would probably be a good idea to get maybe a highway and rail line getting over here somehow. The rail line more so just over here to the industrial area, but yeah, it'd be nice to have both of those to actually use over here, so yeah, I'm also connected the rail lines up for this area and this one over here, and somehow to this one as well. Not too sure about this one. It might have to, like, maybe that one just comes straight over here to the industrial area and just stops. I don't know. We'll have to work it out, but yeah, I want to, you know, actually take care of that a little bit today, so that's what my plan is. I'm actually thinking the rail yard, maybe we could kind of get a flat spot up here and do it up here on the cliff above the little seaport area. If we can make kind of a flattish area here. Yeah, that should actually work out pretty well for this, and it kind of gives us a little bit of variation in the landscape too. So if we can make this a straight, maybe we can even put like another one of those walls here or something. At least it's a thought. Maybe put in a little bit of a wall between the seaport itself and the other stuff, so we kind of give ourselves a little bit more variation here. And actually, let's see if I can get this to actually do what I want it to. There we go. So yeah, we'll kind of have like a wall here, and not like, no, oh boy. Wall as in we want to make this look like not a cliff, but it is a cliff, so let's see, and then we can kind of do something like that, get ourselves up here, and have kind of a flat area to work with for this rail yard. Maybe even some like businesses over here as well. It's always good, so we will definitely need a rail yard. Let's see if we can find a good asset here to use. I do have the cargo terminal, the just basic one, but I feel like I'd rather have, yeah, something like, see, this looks better. Maybe something like this. So it'll kind of just, so this is just a regular station. This is not a terminus station, but yeah, like, see this one, it just kind of ends here. And that's kind of more what I want, but I don't know if we have the ability to do that here, so I think just the regular one will probably be the best one to use here, so I'm gonna just plant you in, like, maybe right there. Yeah, oh, it does give us some more of the storage containers and all that, too, so we kind of fit it in here together, and so we have the harbor, and then we have the, businesses up here. You can maybe get, like, some more of these shipping containers up into the train station area up here. That would be nice to have. Nice little detail for us, and even like a crane here or something. So it's something that can kind of maybe... Oh, apparently that is a water source? Interesting. I mean, that's cool, it's a water source, but... Yeah, see, and it kind of fits in with that, and then have something to take the containers from down here below up to the train station, so... I like little details like that. It makes sense in this area, too, which makes it even better, and... we are going to need kind of like an actual rail yard here too, and I just clicked on the subway button, and it needs time to load because reasons. Alright, so if we maybe took in and we have those guys. No, we don't need like a harbor here. We want a... Actually, that would probably make a lot more sense over here. Huh. I'm tempted now. If we flatten this downward, all over here, next to the road and everything, and let's put you in here, not that button, this one. Space already occupied, so that needs to be deleted. That's fine. It's still space off. Oh, they all have paths and everything in this area, so let's just remove all of this. Yes. Get rid of the paths. There we go. That should be all the paths, anyways. And then we pause this again, and... Now let's get rid of these few here so we can... I want to try to get it close to the corner here. And this button. So yeah, we get a lot. So yeah, lots of containers in here, which actually works really well for kind of like a store area. And then we got a big crane that will lift them up, and yeah, this makes a lot of sense, really. Oh, maybe I wasn't recording things correctly? That symbol might mean stuff wasn't recording right. So if there was just a gap here in the video, I'm sorry, but looks like we hit a little hiccup here, so should be all taken care of now, no problem anymore. And well, I want to make sure we get all of these in pretty easily, so yeah, that's what I thought. Move you over one. So we're gonna just basically line up the tracks and line up the track here, which is apparently not possible because it doesn't want to snap in at a good angle, and then we need one here, but it won't let me because of this road. So we're going to remove that road. And then we're just going to try to snap in different lays. So there we go. And we can, there we go. Right to there. Then we can delete all this crossroad stuff and put the road itself back in. Alright. So we have our parallel tracks here. And we're going to want to probably level out the land back here a little bit further. Alright, so that should be about good, and basically at this point all I need to do is more or less well, we're going to need to kind of go over that way with the actual train track, so gonna kind of curve it here, and then it'll start going that way, but we will also need to kind of fold the rest of these inward, so we'll need to turn on anarchy, Control A, Control B, and yeah, that's what I thought. These are going to start intersecting at weird angles because we need to be able to more or less merge these into one another. And there's only so many ways you can merge things in before it starts looking weird, so. Alright, there's one. Let's see, not flat area. And see, that's the other issue. We are not working with a flat space here. Or at least not flat enough. Let's flatten you out a little bit so we can kind of fit this in a little bit better. Which also means that this... Come on, snap to the right. Look, there we go. You're snapped in. Now this is where we more or less do that. And then we just kind of start pushing all these inward to one another. Is it possible to get them all just kind of merged at that same location? Maybe. That one looked a little bit weirder, so that one will go up a little bit further. Maybe this one needs to... Yeah, we're gonna merge them all in one at a time here, I think. There we go, so we kind of get our rail yard sort of thing going here, and this segment's apparently too short because we're getting weird clipping issues there. And I don't want weird issues with everything, so I'm going to put this a little bit further back. And there we go. The funny thing is, where the cantilevers ended up, it just kind of lines up pretty well for us to... And I don't know why it's not actually drawing the train line there. That's kind of weird. Very weird. Alright, well, if I go to there, that works, but you get some weird kind of... Actually, the grass being on the train tracks doesn't bother me so much. It's more the... But, actually, you know what? We can just kind of merge it up here, can't we? Why not? And then, because we're merging it up here, this can be a little bit smoother of a curve and a smoother hill transition for all of this stuff, so That works a lot better, I think. You know what? We'll also want to... Maybe we can merge that one to the outside rather than the... Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So we merge them, we have a little bit of a space between the rail lines here, and then that merges together. And then we'll kind of just need to wind this around. And yeah, this is where it kind of gets into interesting area up here. Because we need to more or less kind of follow the contours of the land. And actually, at this point, we need to go under the highway. Which apparently I can only do right there. And this beach is mostly just gonna be a... yeah. Doesn't look as good as I thought it would. Okay, so right now we have rail line on both sides of the highway. And if we go like that, let's see, can we get a pillar set that kind of doesn't actually hit the highway itself? Yes, we can. And it's not drawing any pillars anyways, so this is weird. And we'll go page up a little bit so we can kind of go over the other one here, or not. Let's try that again. Alright, so need train track over the highway. Okay, so it made a pillar here. That's also a very sharp turn for a train track. Wow, very sharp there. Also, by redoing this far away, we could be doing it over here. And just going up and over at this point. Or down and under, as the case may be. And then we just kind of need to go under all of this. And if we can make a large enough train loop to go up, and we can kind of more or less merge this in here. Yep, so we get kind of our loop here, and then we also need to just be able to go the other way, so we'll more or less align it to go the other way too. And that looks horrible. Okay. So that one looks better. That one looks bad now. So let's maybe try to combine from here and to there. And this segment needs to be reworked. Right about... Yep, that looks like it'll work fine. And yeah, it's kind of floating up over the water, but it's the only really good spot I have to combine this all in. So I don't really have any other choice. Now, since we have that in, though, we can always come back and put in like a whole bunch of concrete stuff in between the train tracks and basically combine it all to make it look like a actual rail yard. I can find that. There we go. There's the concrete. So we'll just kind of go down and It's just all gonna be paving. And then here. Which goes all the way up to there. And that's kind of an interesting kind of exit here, but again, not really too much of a choice here as to where we're actually going with all of this, so. That's better there, and then you can even kind of just have a little bit here. Kind of combine this area, and there we go. And even combine it here to the road. Because why not? Alright, so we have our, more or less what is going to be our area here for basically our train yard. Get a little bit of actual green space between the rail for the far one here and where we store all the trains, which actually kind of works out well. It looks nice and makes a lot of sense, so I like that. And then just kind of swerves here around the side a little bit and ends up going over to here, and then we need to figure out what to do over here with all this stuff, but that kind of gets the rail line done.